All right, guys, we got to talk about a former MrBeast employee who appears to have tapped out because his master plan of grifting his audience off of the MrBeast drama pretty much failed. It didn't work out too well. So I am talking about Ty Orr. You may remember him. He had a very small following at the very beginning, and he posted a video pretty much like right after the whole thing with Dogpack exposing MrBeast and then Jake Weddle. Right after that, he's like, this is my chance. This is my chance to make some money and grift off the situation. And that's exactly what he tried to do. So he posted, just to give you guys some background of like how this whole thing, he posted his first video. I also work for MrBeast. He's a thief. And in that video, he basically said MrBeast, hired him temporarily or whatever, or had him fly out and tested, had him do some work on some ideas, do some drawings, whatever. And according to him, MrBeast stole his idea. That is what he is alleging that MrBeast did. So in this video, he alleges that MrBeast stole his idea. And at first, everybody was actually on his side at first. When you first watch that video, you're like, wow, this guy actually really seems to have something. I mean, don't get me wrong. This situation is nowhere near as serious as the allegations of hiring a you-know-what offender and the PDF file stuff and all these other crazy things and Ava Chris Tyson stuff. It's not as serious as that, but this guy absolutely had the people on his side. However, he committed what I believe to be one of the greatest F-ups that I've seen on YouTube in recent memory. Like, I haven't seen this in a while for you to screw this up. This guy literally had a bunch of people on his side. His video got 2.4 million views, but he was so money hungry. He was so thirsty to grift off this situation. He didn't want to accept the fact that this video was probably going to get a lot of views and he was going to make a lot of money off the ad revenue. Turns out he got 2.4 million views, which means he definitely made well over several $1,000s. But no, he didn't want to do that. He wanted to go further in grift. And for whatever reason, he thought that he could post a GoFundMe and people would actually donate as some sort of sympathy, to give him the money back that he feels he was owed for MrBeast. But then he misstepped even harder. That's why I say this is one of the biggest missteps I've seen in a while. Because first he starts to GoFundMe. That already rubbed people the wrong way after his video was already pretty good. So the GoFundMe was terrible. Second part, strike two, he tries to raise $1.7 million. That took everybody over the edge. Everybody went from originally supporting his video, sympathizing with him, understanding, what happened with him and MrBeast, to completely hating him. That is exactly what happened. People just absolutely started destroying this guy in the comments, just killing him. It got rough for the guy. So after that, he's like, okay, I'm going to create a part two. Part two is going to be way better. Turns out part two came out. It was way worse. It wasn't good at all. And that is the reason why his first video has 2.5 million views and his second video has 39,000 views. Because by the second video, he literally blabbered for 6 to 7 minutes about absolutely nothing. Didn't give us any new information. Didn't elaborate about the original video and give us like more details on what happened. Didn't disclose whether he reached out to MrBeast, whether MrBeast reached out to him, any updates. Did you reach out to any employees? Nothing. We didn't get anything. And then on top of that, he capped off the second video by literally telling everybody that, oh, by the way, I'm not sorry for doing the GoFundMe. I did nothing wrong. I never wanted your money in the first place. BS. You absolutely wanted everybody's money. That's why you tried to raise $1.7 million. And now let's get to the main point of this video. Fast forward to today. I have just been told that this guy, Ty Orr, has turned his comments off. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. So if you look at his part two video, the comments are completely turned off. And then if you go and you look at his second video, the comments are turned off as well. Let me scroll down so you can see. That's right. So this guy turned off the comments. So he turned off the comments for the first video as well as the second video on MrBeast. And yeah, it appears that he tapped out. That's what I think happened. I think what happened was he originally set out with bad intentions. He had a master plan to grift his audience or just grift the community who had a bone to pick with MrBeast. And to my surprise, somehow the guy raised $450. I'm shocked people even gave him that much. Like, he shouldn't have gotten anything. So yeah, somehow the guy got that money, but he ended up eventually, disbanding the GoFundMe. And I guess the few people who gave him $400 are going to get their money back. But I just want to say this is actually really sad because had he not had such bad intentions, I actually think that not only could he have gotten a lot of people on his side, but he actually could have probably launched his YouTube career, which we literally see Jake Weddle doing. Jake Weddle literally started a Patreon, which I have no issue with. Jake Weddle is posting a lot more videos. I think that Ty Orr would have been better off going that route because at the end of the day, it's not grifting to talk about the MrBeast situation, something that actually happened to you. It's not like you're lying. And if people sympathize with you and they're like, hey, well, you know what? While I sympathize with you and you got all this traction, let me check out some of your other content. That's when you're supposed to start, you know, making videos and stuff like that. But unfortunately, this guy made a huge miscalculation. And make no mistake about it, folks, this guy is an absolute grifter. That's just what it is. I don't want to, you know, be super mean to the guy because obviously he's feeling the pressure, which is why he turned off the comments. But I have to keep it real. This guy tried to grift. The grift didn't work. He's gotten so much backlash. His credibility is completely in the toilet. Nobody really cares, sympathizes with him. Nobody even really cares to even see his content, at least about MrBeast, because they're so turned off by the fact that this guy tried to start a GoFundMe and raise $1.7 million. And I hope he really understands this. Ty Orr, if you ever watch this video, I hope you understand that even if you did a GoFundMe and you tried to raise like $1,000, it probably wouldn't have been as bad. I think what rubbed everybody the wrong way and made everybody so upset is you tried to get people to give you $1.7 million in this economy. Like, seriously, in this economy, I wouldn't be surprised if the only person with money is MrBeast. Like, everybody's struggling in this economy. This economy sucks. But anyway, yeah, just being honest there. So, yeah, the guy deleted the comments. He also posted something else. He posted in his, I guess this is like his description of his YouTube channel, he put, "I suck." I have no idea why he put that. I don't know if he's trying to get some sort of sympathy or I don't know if he just feels bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why anybody would put "I suck." The best way I can see it is well, I can't say you made a mistake. You didn't make a mistake. You had bad intentions. You wanted to grift people. People caught on to it because you were too obvious about it. If you're going to try and be a grifter and grift off of a certain situation like this, at least be a smart grifter. Like, your grift was just way too obvious, bro. And yeah, you paid the price for it. That's what happens when you come out with bad intentions. People do not mess around with money. You got to be very careful when you try to grift people for their money because, yeah, that just rubs people the wrong way. But anyway, so yeah, Ty Orr turned off his comments. Looks like he's tapped out. Probably won't see any more videos from the guy. I saw on Twitter somebody was supposed to interview him. I don't know whatever happened with that. If Ty Orr ever does an interview, I will definitely cover that. But as far as I'm concerned, he hasn't done any interviews. And I'm not so sure this guy's going to post again. I mean, he's deleted the comments. If he posts any other videos, people are just going to attack him. So, sad situation, but that's what happens when we try to grip people. And I just got to tell it like it is. Anyway, that's today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.